In this example, we are looking to find the equation of a tangent line, right? Remember, the equation of a tangent line is an mx plus b kind of a thing. And we're going to be trying to find the equation of a tangent line to this equation at this particular point, right? So we are going to try to figure out how to do that. And so just like anything else, we are going to use this formula called the point slope formula. And in order to use that formula, we need a coordinate, a point, which we have, but we need a slope. That's where the calc comes in. So we have an equation. Let's do the derivative to find the slope equation. All right, so to do this one, we have to do the quotient rule. Okay, so to do the quotient rule is we are taking the derivative of the top times the bottom, squared minus 4, minus the top, squared plus 1, times the derivative of the bottom. And the derivative of the bottom is 2x. And that's all over the bottom squared. All right, so let's clean it up as best we can. We're not going to go too crazy on it because we don't necessarily need the full on. I mean, we need the equation because then we're going to use it. So let's kind of just see what we got going on here. So let's distribute this in. We're going to get 2x to the third minus 8x. And then I'm distributing a 2x, but there's a negative that's going to be attached to it. So it's a negative 2x to the third. And then a 2x with a negative, so a negative 2x. So, and then the bottom still squared. All right, so these are going to go away, the x to the thirds. This combines and gets us a negative 10x over this x squared minus 4 squared. And that is our slope equation. So now, if we know our x value, we can find the slope at any point. And we do know the x value. They want us to find the slope when x equals 3. Great. So let's do the slope at 3, which means we are just plugging in 3 over 3 squared minus 4 squared. So we are looking at a negative 30 over 9 minus 4 is 5, squared is 25. And if we simplify that down, we are going to get a slope of negative 6/5. All right, so that slope is when our x is equal to 3. Great. So now we're at the, let's do the y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. And we're going to plug in. And so our y value is 2. So y minus 2 equals our slope that we found using the calc. And then x minus 3. So let's go ahead and distribute. We're going to get some fractions. Let's fight through the fractions. We'll distribute that in. We're going to get a y minus 2 equals a negative 6/5 x plus, this is going to be a 3 over 1 plus 18/5. And then we're going to be adding 2 over, but I'm going to kind of plan forward here a little bit. That adding 2, I want to make it fifths. So I'm really adding 10/5 with my 2. So still got our negative 6/5 x, 18/5 plus 10/5 is going to be a positive 28/5. And that is, if you graph this, plot this point, and graph that, this line would be tangent passing through this point at that graph. We can definitely plug it in a calculator to check that. All right, so that was an example of finding a tangent line and having to use the quotient rule in order to figure that out.